Hi, my name is Nicole Castellano, and this is my introduction video for American Sign Language 1. I would like to be able to understand another form of communication because I believe it's important to be able to interact with others on a different level that we're usually accustomed to. And it's an important part not only in communicating effectively, but compassionately. And I do plan on using sign language in the future when communicating to deaf people, especially when I'm working with them or their potential friends. In terms of experiences that I've had, one of my old coworkers was deaf and I had to communicate with her, but it was very hard because I didn't know sign language. Especially I worked at a Mexican restaurant, so she knew Mexican Sign Language, which is completely different than American Sign Language. So that was my first, not my first, but it was the most recent experience that I had, and I felt like the situation was primal because I couldn't get anything between us said, and it was really hard to get orders put together and check items with the kitchen when your most fundamental form of communication is disrupted. I had another experience with a deaf student in my freshman class, and there were two sign language interpreters that would take turns interpreting signing the lecture, and I just thought that was really cool that we have those resources for people. But I wish that I can be able to be a part of some kind of new reform of communication with hearing impaired and deaf people. And I don't really have any plans for interacting with deaf people. I'm just gonna kind of go with the way things are, and if I'm exposed to that kind of situation, then I'll just do what I learned and see if there's anything I can take away from that experience and the interaction and use that to further better my sign language and be able to use it for future encounters in a better way, because this is definitely, like any language, it's quite hard and time consuming, so a lot of it definitely has to do with person-to-person interaction. So I'm just going to kind of go with it with an easy mind and knowing that most people are going to be just genuinely surprised that you even can understand sign language or even communicate somewhat back. And that's what I want to be able to do, is surprise people that it's something that technically I think it's something everyone should know, because we all know someone that's probably hearing impaired or deaf. And we'd like to, maybe if it's just a coworker or someone that we barely know or someone we cross on the street. I don't know, for me it's just weird not knowing it, and I figured this is the best way to start. And I do need a second language to graduate with my degree in sustainability, and I've always had social anxiety with speaking because languages are obviously oral, so a lot of them contain oral components, and it's just never really worked for me. So I thought, why don't I just do something that's nonverbal? I know there's like face gestures, but I'm excited to just kind of get into the meat of everything and start learning and signing, and I think it's something that will be very enriching for my college career and is something that I can bring to my professional career as well. So it's a little bit about me and why I want to have this class, and yeah, all right, thanks.